And we're live. Hi, everybody. My name is Tim, and I've got Eve or Dee with me, depending on when we look at her screen. Hi.
Hi, hello.
So, first, why is that? Why are you Eve, but also Dee?
Because D is my nickname in my real life, but I used to using Eve as my nickname on you know
Okay.
WhatsApp and
Okay. Um, I don't know how many people have talked to folks out in this part of the world. It's interesting if you talk to Filipinos. I have no idea how you find out what their real name is unless you look at their passport. So, uh, so my day's been interesting. I think I've been on two other calls like this today, both times with Martin. I think you know him from our group.
Yeah.
And we started a group in some like Bahasa for the group. And there's a bunch of people, and a bunch of people said, "Oh yeah, we'd like to get on a call with you guys." Well, nobody showed up. Twice, nobody showed up. So this is my third call with one person today, which is good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you're much prettier than Martin is.
Am I what?
You are. You're much prettier than Martin is.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Um, so how was your day? Anything special? What did you do today?
I said my all day just like same all day, but I was working on my book. I read my Oliver Twist book for second
Oliver
time
Twist.
this
Okay.
Oliver Twist
Do you like it
because
a lot,
I
or
because
why are you reading a second time?
yeah, because I don't really remember. I forgot this what the story about, so I need to read it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh, and let me just see here quick what's going on. Somebody wrote to
okay.
me just now. Okay, Gracie says she'll be in our audience. Yep, looks like she's watching
Then
already. Yep, just you and
then
me.
ask her to join us.
I tried. You can, if you try, maybe she'll answer. She said no to me. She's watching.
Oh, come on, Gracie, come on, join us.
She'll hear you. Yeah, Gracie, if you want to join us, just let me know. I can give you the link. Actually, you know what? I'll give her the link anyway. Maybe she'll join us anyway. So
Mm.
let me do that. I hope I'm connected to her over here. No, I'm not. Okay. Let's see. I'll just put it in here. Gracie, come be on TV with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So she hasn't answered. I haven't. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So Oliver Twist. So um, refresh my memory.
Con-
You are a student. I'm
Continue.
sorry.
Yeah.
Are you
What?
a, are you a student or working?
No, I'm working in palm oil plantation.
Okay. And you live
Uh,
surrounded by the palm oil plantation. I remember that.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I am. It's around one. It's around 1 hour from capital province and 12 hours from internal airport. It's quite
Okay.
far in East
In
Borneo.
East Borneo. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Um, and what do you do on the palm oil plantation? You're the
Working as
lawyer?
human resources. Yeah. No,
Okay.
no. I'm working as human resources.
Okay. For how long already? Sudah berapa lama?
7 tahun.
7
7
tahun.
years.
Okay, but okay, you told me you're 29. Okay, I'm looking at you going, but you're 22 years old.
Yeah, that's ASEAN. We got gains. I don't know.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
How
Hello
Martin
everyone, I'm back again here.
going?
Yeah, here comes.
Hi, good to see you. I'm
Hello,
going to
good.
work now, but I was stuck here at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go now. Sorry for interrupting you guys.
Say hi to Eve.
So how's everything?
Hi, hello, Martin.
Hi.
Mm.
Did you see him
Looking
earlier
pretty.
or yesterday, Eve? He actually can sing a bunch of songs in Bahasa.
Yeah, exactly.
Did, did you see that?
I was seeing now here. Wait. Selama aku mencari, selama aku menanti, bayang-bayangmu di batas senja mata. Okay, enough. I'm on the road now. Okay, I cannot do that.
How and
I'm on the road now. I'm walking here.
how much longer before work? How far are you? It's windy there.
Sorry.
How far? How far? How much longer until you get to work?
I think 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers from here
Oh, you just
to get
started.
there.
You just started.
Yeah. I will try to keep talking here. But keep going, guys. Keep on. I
Okay.
want to be here.
Mute yourself if you can, or should I mute you? Oh, good. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of windy there.
Yeah,
He's-
yes. I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, you're good.
Let me show
You're
you
good.
my city here. While you're talking here, I want to show the way.
Ooh.
Okay. There's a soccer field here. Soccer field here of the city. You guys can see it a little bit. My city.
This is Brazil, everybody. Martin is in
Yeah,
Brazil.
live from Brazil. Yeah. Let me show you Brazilian fashion here. People love it.
And
We have here.
What's up?
This is a soccer field. A soccer field. A soccer field.
Soccer field. Football field.
Let me show you here. It is soccer field. Okay, go on, guys. Go on. Talking, please.
Your microphone is picking up all kinds of noise, dude.
Oh, so sorry for that.
I saw.
It's windy here.
What kind of phone do you have?
Samsung S7. Samsung S7.
I saw a guy on the back of a boat. And he had an Apple. Yeah, I agree. It was amazing. His Apple headphones worked really well, even when it was windy. So.
Yeah, I know that. It's weird, because we're talking here. Okay, now come back to the camera here.
Good.
I'm
good
back again.
Yeah, can I ask you to mute yourself as soon as you're done talking? Whenever you're done.
I'm done.
You are.
How do we do
that? There you got it. Good. Okay, good deal. I think we hurt Eve's ears. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's what you get for talking to us. That's your punishment. So, 7 years working as HR, okay? And
Yeah.
so if you improve your English, are you planning on changing jobs, changing countries? Is it you're just learning English because you like it?
No, of course not. Of course, I already I have thinking about change my job because I had to wake up in the morning and do the same thing, but I don't know, somehow I survived doing that for 7 years, but then actually more
cukup?
interest now.
Dah cukup kerja sana?
Sudah cukup.
Yeah, okay. Sudah cukup kerja sana?
Sudah cukup kerja, ya sudah cukup, tapi maybe 1 or 2 years and then
Okay.
I will quit.
So you can really study a bunch more English yet if you want. Are you going to school again or anything? Are you doing anything else to improve skills or just English?
Uh, no, no, because my parents against the idea to go to school again. So
Okay.
I just learn it by myself over the internet. And
Do you know
that's it.
Martin's story? Do you know Martin's story of English?
No, I have no idea.
No. If I remember correctly, he started young, maybe 13 years old, I think. He had an English book. His grandmother, I think, spoke English. And
Mhm.
he just studied on his own. He's not really taking classes like ever. Listened, watched a bunch of movies, read a bunch of books. Pretty much just studied mostly on his own.
Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you
Way
hear me?
way loud. Yes.
Okay, sorry. Actually, I learned by myself, reading books and listening to the news on the radio, and trying to transcribe everything. That's how I learned to write and speak in English. Yeah, and later on, I began using internet. Yeah, that's how I
And
learned it.
and he looks around the internet for pretty girls to talk to on which
Yeah, all the time. Hey, you're the next one. You're the next. You're the next. Okay. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you.
carefully.
Be
This one.
careful with me, okay? I'm serious. I just
What's
okay. I will.
yeah, Eve, be careful with this one.
Yeah,
Careful.
yeah.
I forget. I have to look it up. There's a particular program. I asked about it. I saw it online, and I was going to put it on my phone. And I think it was that one that he's using.
Mhm.
It's one of these language chat type things. And he said it's awesome because it's all women. There's no guys in there. So
I can't
Yes,
hear
it's
that.
Hello Talk. Hello Talk. Hello
yeah.
Talk.
Hello talk.
That's the app you need to look for if you want to learn languages. Go to Hello Talk and find people to practice English or whatever language you choose. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. And
Yeah. I need to install
you
that.
are really beautiful. You are really beautiful. You know that? Really
Oh,
beautiful.
oh, thank you.
I'm in love now. Aku cinta kamu. Aku cinta kamu.
Okay. Seem like I should be really careful to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. I'm just kidding here. Okay, we're friendly. We're
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Okay, we're friends. Okay.
Oh,
Don't worry. We're just
right.
making fun here. Okay, let you guys talk here. I'm gonna listen to you guys talking.
Martin, he's gonna hang up on me here pretty quick because of you. Yeah, this one's dangerous. I think he's got a list of at least 300 friends. He calls them all friends, so I'm not sure. But yeah, he also told me when guys call, there's guys that'll call, just call him.
Mm.
He hangs up and blocks them. Hangs up, blocks them.
Why? Why you did it?
He doesn't need to talk to guys.
Yeah, because I want to listen to female voices only. Okay.
Okay.
No
Okay.
guys.
Got it.
Okay. It's much better, and they are more gentle and pleasant to look at. I like it. The beautiful faces, beautiful voices. That's what I like about it. Women. Yeah. But I'm not a womanizer. Okay. I'm not. I'm a very nice person. Yeah. I promise you. I promise you. Yeah.
So I think Tim is the only one who didn't get blocked so far. So you are quite special for him.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon.
Okay.
Soon. Soon. Gonna block him. Okay. So.
Martin's
Okay.
trying,
I'm gonna go block him.
Martin's trying to teach me, so we'll see if I pick up any new skills.
Mm.
Oh man. Question for you. In Malaysia here, the majority of Muslim people don't want to have dogs. Are you Muslim? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
Okay. Does your family have dogs? Do you have cats?
That's a moment. That's my family. What?
Do you guys have animals? Do you have dogs or cats?
Yeah, of course it's not allowed to pet dogs, of course.
I'm sorry, what was that? No dog? Dogs are
Yeah, no dog.
because of the religion.
But I actually really, really fall in love to one kind of dog. It's husky.
Oh yeah,
Oh
they're big
yeah,
and fluffy.
I really, yeah,
Blue eyes,
I love
nice
them.
blue eyes.
Yeah, white, pure.
Yeah.
It's strong and yeah.
I have brown eyes. Brown eyes. Look at my eyes here. I have brown eyes. Brown eyes. Look at my eyes here. Brown.
Martin, my God, you're gonna get blocked before you even get at it. Uh, it's like my younger brother's gonna teach me how to womanize or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he succeeds in teaching me anything. I'm not gonna learn to sing in Bahasa. That I won't do. I might learn to sing though. I could see learning to sing.
Oh yeah, I have a one question for you.
Yes. Yes.
I don't remember, maybe last night I saw you that talk about something and you call us Indonesia as Indon, right? You
Yes. Is that bad?
and why is that? Why you call us Indon? To make it short or
To make it shorter.
because to make it shorter. So if you want to make it shorter, can you please to put it as Indo without N?
I can do that. Why is that? Please educate me.
Uh I don't know, but it's some kind of how to say that, insulted for us.
It is.
I don't
Okay.
know the history about it, but I read in some forums, some Indonesian get a little bit angry because when Malaysian call us Indon, it's some kind like yeah insulted things.
Okay.
Yeah,
Will do.
uh,
Thank you for letting
yeah.
me know.
Hello. Can you sing a song for me? A song for me in Indonesian. Can you sing a song for me? Any song
Happy
like
birthday to
Geisha.
happy
It,
birthday to you. You're not talking to me,
any
are
song. Any song, please. Can you sing for
And
me? Like this one. Jika
you?
cinta dia.
He's not
Can you
talking
do
to
it?
me. He's talking to you.
Can you do that?
no. I don't know how to sing. I really really suck on it. I don't know about it. I never sing. I almost never sing in public. Only in
But you can
home,
sing
in
now. It's the first
laboratory.
time. Live to the world. You know.
No.
Don't be shy.
I
It's gonna be
no
great.
no.
Yeah. The world is waiting for you.
Man,
Shine
No.
now. Be a star.
Mark, it's like here's the line, and you cross the line like 5 minutes ago, and you're still going, and you're still going. This is kind of fun to watch. I I can eject him at any time if you need me to, Eve. Okay, just let me know. I'm like the bouncer. I can click
Okay.
one button and he's gone.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I
Okay,
hmm?
go ahead.
Then I also have another question that you still haven't answered because you want me to ask it in video about
Yeah,
the
cool. Yes,
Mr. Call. Why you got a little bit annoyed when someone called you Mr. Tim, but it was okay if someone called you Mr. Youngster, right? Youngster.
yeah, youngster. Yeah.
Why?
Okay. And you you wrote that to me, and you said something else as well. You thought for Westerners, it was better to
Mm,
call me Mr. Tim than to call me Mr. Young. So tell
mm.
me your story. Why you think that version is better? Where did you get that from? Who taught you that?
Um, I talked to some Westerner and they don't like to be called Mister or Sir. That's all.
How old were they?
Ah, younger than you.
Okay, I'm 50, so that's easy to be younger than me.
Yeah.
Um, were they from the UK? Where were they from?
Um, Dutch and then I'm not sure if no UK. Dutch and some African, and then yeah, maybe even Dutch. I don't remember, but
Okay.
it's
I'm American, so
some
I
of them
my
don't
my
like.
idea my idea could
Mm-hmm.
definitely be different from somebody in Europe. For
Mm-hmm.
me, where I grow up, you're either your first name or your Mr., Miss, Mrs., and your last name. There's not really any other option. Sir, ma'am. So you would either call me Tim or you would call me Mr. Young. Um, Teachers at school, it's Mrs. Clark. Um, some teachers would say, "Call me Mrs. Candace" or something, right? But usually it's Mrs. and their last name. So that's me from America. Um, Indians, I know, call everybody Mr. Tim. And I don't know if that comes from England or if that's something from India. I don't know. Um, it annoyed me from day one when I got to Asia, and it doesn't bother me as much now, but I've been here 15 years already. It took about 15 years for that to get kind of okay. It's just it's just wrong. You don't say Mr. Tim. It's just wrong. So that's me as an American. That's how I think. It's better to ask somebody, what should I call you?
Hmm? Could you please say it again?
It's best to, and I didn't do this with you. It's best to ask somebody, what should I call you? Some people will say, call me Tim. Some will say, call me Mr. Tim. Some will say, call me Mr. Young.
Okay, I actually I'm not really sure about this, but when people not really close to each other, they will choose to call each other with a last name, right? And then when they close enough and maybe kind of like a friend, not met at the first time, they will go with first name.
Um, I'm not the most social person, so I'm bad to answer that question. Let's say we're at work. If we're at work, most of the time where I worked, like the whole company was like family, so we would use everybody's first names if we knew them.
Okay.
Um, so I'd call the help desk and go, "Hi, this is Tim. How can I help you?" And they'd say, "Yeah, my name's Alice, and I'm in this department, and I'm having a problem." And I go, "Hey, Alice. Okay, so tell me more." Um, if I called the bank, the people in the bank, since I'm the customer, they'd be like, "Mr. Young,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Young, Mr. Young." Um, if you sat down in the bank manager's office and you were looking for a loan, for example, the bank manager would probably say, "Mr. Young, Mr. Young, Mr. Young." And then after 2 minutes, he might say, "Gosh, my name's John. Is it okay if I call you by your first name?"
So it's more like to, yeah, I think I get the idea, but here in Indonesia, we just go with, yeah, no matter it, because we don't have like a surname. How did it, Marga? What is that?
Surname, yeah, and a given name, first
Yeah,
name,
yeah. So, like my last name is have no correlative with my father's name.
yeah.
Kind
And is it the same in Malaysia as in Indonesia? Is it Binti and your father's name,
no,
daughter of?
we uh
Well,
only
formally.
put it when on yeah for no informal only put it when someone got married in the some kind
Oh,
of
okay.
process to marriage, but not in real life. No,
Yeah, okay.
only post,
It's
put
just
it on document.
it's just understood.
Mm.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. The one thing that's been confusing for me, um, I just met with these WhatsApp groups, I've met people from all over. So I just met the one lady I met was from Uganda, and she told us her name was Kasim Malu, and it turns out it kind of makes sense to me if I think about it. Kasim is her father's name, so they reverse the names. Here, you say your first name and then your father's name. There, they say their father's name and then their first name. So I started out calling her Kasim, and everybody else called her Kasim. And then I realized, and I asked, and I started calling her Malu. So people are confused now in that group because I'm calling her Malu. They think she's Kasim, and people are confused.
Some tribe in Indonesia also put their father's name in their last name, like Batak and Dayak tribe. They
Oh,
put
okay.
it in, they put in their last name. But me, because I'm not from Batak or Dayak, so
Okay. So where are you located? You're in the same time zone as I am. You said you're actually over on Borneo?
yeah,
Okay. So you're close to the Philippines, actually,
Philippines.
relatively. You're pretty close to the Philippines.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
No?
about
Yeah?
that.
Okay.
I'm not really.
Can I?
I'm not really sure. A moment. A
Okay.
moment.
Let me look up. Can you tell me what's
Hello,
your,
champ. I'm again here. I want to say
yes.
goodbye here, okay? I want to say goodbye to you guys. And sorry for interrupting the call, and I will be back with you later. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye, D.
Thank you for
Bye,
bothering
D.
us.
Bye, D.
Bye, Martin.
Selamat sampai
Bye. Have a good
nanti.
day.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Terima
sampai
kasih.
nanti.
Bye-bye.
He didn't say he loves you again. Why not?
Yeah. Because he just realized that I'm older than him.
Or maybe he thought he was kind of pushing the limit, and maybe he should slow down. Can you tell me your town name? I'm on Google Maps right now.
Okay. In Muarawahau. Muarawahau.
Wow. How do you? I can spell that in Portuguese, not in Bahasa.
I'm in. Maybe you can look at it in Bontang.
Bontang,
Yeah.
Kalimantan,
Should
Indonesia.
I?
Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, so let me see. Actually, I can just do this. I am
It's
going.
still. I'm not in Bontang. I just told you
Yeah.
the closest. Not the closest. It's
So
still maybe around
so the white
5 or 6 hours.
so the white guy couldn't understand you. Yes, I understand. I get it. I'm going to share my
Okay.
screen because I've got the map up here. So let's have a look. Okay,
Okay.
um, so I'm over here in Kuala Lumpur,
Okay.
and you're over here. So you're over near Sabah and Sarawak and Brunei. Okay, so yeah, the Philippines. If you hopped in a
And
boat,
Philippines.
you could paddle a canoe over to. Oh, this is actually Sulawesi. This is still Indonesia. Okay.
Yeah.
But over here is Davao and Mindanao. Okay, so there's still more Indonesia that's east of you. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe 1 or 2 years ago, I traveled to place called Sangihe Island. Sangihe Island.
What?
Sangihe. It close. It was really close to Philippines. Only 8 hours by boat.
Okay.
It was close to Sulawesi. It's in Sulawesi, around
South
Sulawesi, Sangihe
Ubian. I
Island.
don't know which country this is.
It's
Bongao.
Manado. Manado. It's close to Kepulauan Talaut. Only 8 hours. Yeah.
Only 8 hours. So that's a
Yeah.
slow boat though, right? Not a speedboat.
Yeah. Mm.
We've had we've had a couple 45-minute boat rides. When we would go down to Tioman, we would leave from Mersing and we'd go out to this island here, which is Tioman, and that would take us 45 minutes on a pretty well. Let's see. I think it's an hour and a half on a slow boat and 45 minutes on a fast boat. So if you went 8 hours, that's a long distance. Okay.
Pariaman.
Yeah.
Pariaman Island.
Okay. So spell it. Spell it. Let me. Perdiamat.
Pariaman?
What's the island you went to?
Sangihe.
Sang
Sangihe Island. Sangihe.
Sangi. How do you spell that?
Sangihe.
Okay, got it. Okay. So let's take. Oh, we can't take a boat. It doesn't let us take a boat. Okay. You can't. Google says you can't get there from where you are. Google isn't always right. Okay. So let's see. 100 kilometers. So that's like 600 kilometers. That's a long ways.
I don't know. Local people told me that it's really close to Talaut Island, Kepulauan Talaut Island, than to Manado, because Manado
Yeah.
around 9 hours from that island.
Okay.
And I took
So how
and I
about Maluku? Is that still the Philippines?
sorry.
I don't know which country this is. Maluku? Is that the Philippines?
Yeah, it's Indonesia. It's
That's
Indonesia,
Indonesia.
not Maluku.
That's still okay.
It's Indonesia.
I had no idea Indonesia went that far east. Okay. So I learned a lot of geography every time I get on one of these calls because I don't know where anything is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have been, let's see, I have been to Sabah, right? I've been to Kuching. Kuching is Sarawak.
Kuching.
And I have been to, where else have I been to? I'm pretty bad. I'd have to go look at the stamps on my passport. I didn't keep track. Okay, yeah. So I've been to Kuching. So I bet you we could drive a Jeep from Sarawak over to where you live, but it might be an interesting drive.
And a long way.
A long
With
way.
bad road.
No roads. Yeah. Dirt.
Yeah, in Indonesia we still have long bad road.
Yeah. I can see a road that goes up to here, and I bet you after that it's all dirt roads, and you might need a guide. You might actually need a guide to get you there. Gunung Muru, that's a mountain. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you for indulging me in a little bit of geography. I don't know where things are. My wife laughs at me when I talk about Australia because I don't realize where it's located in relation to Malaysia. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're the same time zone, and we're also the same time zone as Singapore, and we're the same time zone as Western Australia. And Western Australia does not, they don't change time. They don't do the spring forward and fall back at all. But like Melbourne and Sydney do. So our time difference to Melbourne changes twice a year. And our time difference to like Perth in Western Australia, no change, stays the same. Did you know that?
No, I have no idea about that.
Okay. Let's see. How do I stop? I'm screen sharing yet. Let's see. Screen sharing stop. Okay. So I'm back. Hi. Um,
Okay.
cool. So you live surrounded by plantations. What's your house
Yeah.
like? Is it a separate house, or is a link house with others? Are you in an apartment? What's your house like?
Uh, Lucky me because I got one house separated with 3 rooms. But for other worker, they have link house with 10 place,
Okay.
10 doors.
Yep.
So yeah, like any other plantation.
Okay. And let me translate what you just said to people back in America that wouldn't understand that. Um, when she said she's got a house with 3 rooms, that's 3 bedrooms, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then there might be 2 or 3 bathrooms, and there's a living room and a dining room and a kitchen. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not 3 rooms, it's like 8 rooms, but the way we talk about real estate in this part of the world is how many bedrooms? So how many bathrooms do you have in your house?
Bathroom.
Yep.
Bathroom, you mean for
Tandas.
shower?
Tandas.
Huh? Apa?
Tandas.
Sun? Huh?
Ooh, that's a different word in Indonesia than it is here. Yes,
Yeah, I think
bathroom.
so.
Where toilet,
Shower room.
shower room, toilet, either. Yes.
Just one. Just one.
One shower,
Yeah, just
toilet.
one.
Okay, toilets.
One. No, it's in the same place. Toilet and shower in the same
Okay.
place.
Oh, one for the whole house.
One. Yeah.
Okay. Um, one floor or 2 floors?
One floor.
One floor. That's pretty normal. Do you have hot water?
No. No, I don't have hot water.
You have a hot shower though.
No.
No? Okay.
Oh,
Somebody
no.
somebody just asked me that. Who was that asked the other day? And I said, oh, somebody was asking, do you take cold showers? And I think it was in reference to they'd watched some video and there was a really sexy actress on there from India. So the question was, do you take cold showers? This is how you solve problems of watching sexy Indian actresses. And I said, hey, there's a lot of people in Malaysia that don't have hot water, and there's plenty of people that don't have hot water for their shower either. And
Yeah,
people in America, it makes no sense to us in America. Um, another crazy thing. I was back in the United States over Christmas and New Year's, and
mm-hmm.
we were in Chicago, and it was really really cold 5 days in a row, -30. -30, 5 days in a row. We went for breakfast and we sat down and they brought us ice water.
What did they brought for you?
Ice water.
It doesn't make sense.
And
Why did they bring you cold ice water?
because when you go into a restaurant, they give you ice water. That's just you're supposed you don't get ice water in your restaurants? What's wrong? What do you do? Man, that's wrong. Yeah, so I actually posted on Facebook. I posted a picture and I said, here I am, -30 with ice water. And people in Malaysia tell me not to drink cold water because I'm going to get a cold in Malaysia because it's hot. You can't drink ice water when it's hot. So people think different things. We don't all think the same.
Maybe because the different culture, let's say, like one of my friends always complain about having cold water, but it's common thing for us here.
That's me. Yeah, I got a water heater. I got a bathroom, a
Mm-hmm.
shower water heater, and I kept I got it actually from Amway, right? And I went back to
Mm-hmm.
Amway and I said, "It's not hot. It's supposed to be hot. It's not hot." So the company that sold it to me sent a guy to the house, I think 3 different times, and eventually they took it to their shop. They changed something and they brought it back, and it was good. I had hot water, not warm water, and I was happy. And then we changed houses, and it started over. So I've got almost hot water for my shower now, but not really. You it's hard to get. You can't get a hot water heater here. You get a warm water heater for your shower.
Well, why you guys need to take hot water? While I think it will. People told me that it's better to take cold shower when I went to salon. How to
Yeah.
say that? To cream bath, doing some cream bath. They will offer me which one, warm or cold water. I will say, I will go with cold water.
Okay.
And yeah, cold water is better than the warm water. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. They told us like that.
I heard somebody say something about your hair. Yeah, I heard somebody say something about that too. You shouldn't put hot water on your head. It's bad for your scalp. I well, see, here's the thing. Where I grew up,
Mm-hmm.
half of the year it's like 15 degrees or cooler. Okay? What's the coldest
Mm-hmm.
temperature where you live? What's the coldest temperature?
I never really measured that, but
20, right?
have no idea.
20? 15? 20 probably.
Really, but like this, I can't handle the air conditioner. So in my room, the air conditioner in my bag, and I can't. I always put my jacket
Yeah.
when I put it on. I can't handle it. I set it to 25. I set it to 20. I will suffer if I put it 18. I can't
Okay.
handle it.
My cats come home. Hi. Feed me.
Pedro. Oh,
Yes, hi
it's my
Pedro.
Pedro.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
There's Pedro. Can you see him? There's Pedro. So he came in
Hello,
the house.
yeah.
Feed me. Namakan. So let's go feed Pedro. Yeah, I when I for at least 6 years, I never turned the air conditioning any lower than 27, 26. Um, for some reason, I'm more used to it now, so I will turn the air conditioning to. Um, I get the temperature to 70, so it's set to 21. I do that now, but more in the bedroom than in the living room. So, um, but the air conditioning at like shopping malls, it's even colder. It is like 18 degrees. So that's less than 70 degrees is the temperature in a shopping mall here. It's crazy. Really cold. He's actually eating the food I gave him earlier. Let's see. He's really picky. What he'll do, selalu pada pagi makan,
Uh-huh.
makan betul. Um, uh, uh, lepas ni, um, how do you say it? Macam na minum kuah saja. Tak makan na kuah. Does that make any sense in Indonesia?
It's a little bit different. Yeah, it's same,
Well,
but a little
I
bit
don't.
different. Yeah.
I pronounce weird too. So um, he'll like lick the juice off of the food. He doesn't eat it. He just licks the juice off of it. So first thing in the morning, he actually eats. He actually eats food.
Mm-hmm.
But then the rest of the day, now he just licks the juice off the
Lick
food
the food.
after. Yeah. So he keeps
I think
wanting.
maybe.
Go ahead.
Go on.
Teruskan.
Oh, maybe I think he work on his diet. That's why only eat in the morning.
My wife wants him to be fat, and now he is sort of fat now. So yeah, maybe it's possible. I've decided I'm overweight. I want to lose weight. My doctor tells me you're fine. I'm like, no, I would really like to lose 3-4 kilos. I really would. So yeah, maybe that could be the thing with Pedro. You might be trying to lose weight.
Could be.
Okay, so I don't know if I've ever read Oliver Twist. How far you're reading again? How many pages have you gotten into the book?
I start yes 2 days ago, and I still in 202 page,
Okay.
and it has 577.
Okay. Is it
Even
it's like back in the 1700s or something? Is it London? Am I right or all wrong?
yeah, but it's in Indonesia.
The story?
Our story is about how to say that a kid that have no parents, no mama, no papa, and have to fight for his life. And currently, he joined the how to say that thief.
Thieves. Okay.
Kind of like yeah. I still he doesn't want he don't want to do some kind of bad things, but because he
Oh,
had no
so
choice, nah,
he has to eat, so he's doing
yeah,
something that he thinks is wrong.
yeah.
Okay. Is he a good thief?
I think he for my page 20 to 200 he hasn't do anything bad like take no, but he got some kind of bruise and got some hit because people think he takes some handkerchief I think, and like that.
Handicraft?
No,
Handkerchief.
handkerchief. Sapu tangan,
Handkerchief.
handkerchief. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. What's the Bahasa? I don't think I know that.
Sapu tangan.
Sapu
Kain like
tangan.
tissue. Yeah, kain
Okay.
like
Yes.
tissue, but from
Hand,
clothes.
hand tissue. Okay. Yes. Gotcha.
And such. Yeah. Mm.
Cloth.
I,
Cloth,
yeah.
not clothes. Cloth.
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 Cloth. Cloth. Actually, I had another book to read also, but because it's too, I just said that to how to sastra.
Huh?
It's how to say that. I did
Repeat it.
two more books, but
Give me a
I to say that.
give me a
Sas,
chance.
huh?
Give me a chance. Say it again.
Uh, it's more like sastra books. With absurd story, absurd, not like a real story. So kind of another fiction from Japanese author,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
stopped. But I stopped, and then I also read Games of Thrones books. Tried to read
Ooh.
it again, but it was in English, and I was like, oh, maybe I will take it. I will read it after Oliver Twist.
I read all but the last one, and I've got one or two are on my um, what's my Kindle. One or two are Kindle books, or they're on my phone.
Kindle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I've got two or three upstairs on the shelf. One or two are in my Kindle, and I never did read the last one.
Why not?
I just didn't get there. I've got there's there's a lot of books in the house, and I just haven't gotten to that last book. So, and I really should be
Well,
reading. I should read it in Portuguese. Is what I should do.
yeah, you should.
I need to read some Portuguese. So that's what I should do is go read that book in Portuguese. Sounds challenging, but I should do
On
that.
Portuguese. So you learn over three language: Portuguese, English is your native mother language, Portuguese and Brazil also. Oh, Spanish.
Spanish, yes.
Oh, Spanish. Spanish. We call it Spanish. Spanish.
I know you do. Yeah, I got
How do you manage it?
well. I started Spanish when I was in high school, and then I continued in college. And I think it was my third year in college. I quit college for a year and a half at one point. I forget when. So there was one point where I heard there was a meeting they were talking about study abroad. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll go learn about it. I'll apply. I'll fail this year, and then I'll know what to say next year. That was my plan, right? So I went, I listened, and I'm like, sounds really good. I apply, and I get a letter saying I'm accepted. Now, the interesting thing was I was at IBM. IBM. I was working at IBM as a student for 9 months. I got there in January. You look confused. The computer
IBM.
company.
What's IBM?
The computer company.
Oh,
International.
okay. Yeah, yeah. I got it.
IBM.
IBM. We call it IBM.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys mispronounce the I,
Yeah.
and you'll say I mispronounce the I. Yeah. So I was working at IBM, and basically what happened was I got accepted, and I didn't understand. I didn't ask. Right. I showed up in Spain, and what happened was since I wasn't in class the semester before I went to Spain, then I was in some special category, and I never understood it. The bad thing was, um, I could have taken computer science class in Madrid, and I really wish I had. I wish I'd taken like C programming or something when I was there. I didn't know I could do that, so I ended up taking everything is in language and history and stuff. So I had Spanish literature, and I actually had the history. Let's see, it was history for fifth year English students. So it was the history of the United States based from England. So it's only that piece of American history that pertained to England, which was interesting. And my
In Portuguese
teacher was
language.
no, this was Spanish. This was in
Oh,
Spain.
Spanish. Yeah, sorry, Spain.
This was in Spain. Before I ever took any Portuguese at all. And my professor was actually from England, but her Spanish was probably better than 90% of Spaniards, right? Because she'd studied it really well. She knew the language, and she spoke it very crisp, precise, clear, just awesome. So we got to the first exam time, and she's like, she's like, Tim, if you want to, you can do the exam in English. And I'm like, I studied all this stuff in Spanish. I don't know what some of this stuff is in English. I have to do the exam in Spanish.
Exam in Spanish. Wow.
I didn't know what I didn't look them up. I didn't go look this stuff up and translate it. I just sat there and studied in Spanish. And I honestly, I don't think I would have done very good if she had tried to give me a test of the material in English. I did the whole thing in Spanish, so I answered in Spanish. That was interesting. And the same thing with going, like, we're in the facultad, right? The university, that building for language and history. And we'd go to lunch, and lunch was always in Spanish. So there were different fish and things. It was all in Spanish. So I never looked it up. I didn't know what the fish was in English. I just ate the fish based on the name I knew in Spain. So I actually got back to the United States, and I don't know, like, merluza. I don't know right now which fish that is in English. I know I ate it. I enjoyed it. I don't know what it is in English.
It's really interesting that you can manage to learn some language, even get some support from your teacher.
It was really cool living in Spain for a year and studying. And then when I got back to the university in Wisconsin, I had to have 2 semesters of another language to finish my Spanish degree. So I actually got 2 semesters of German. Actually, I'm not sure if I finished the second one, but then I was like, Portuguese sounds good to me. And they had accelerated Portuguese. So I took intensive Portuguese that was for Spanish majors and for native Spanish speakers. And then the teacher gave us an exam. And I went from semester 1 to semester 8. Semester 8. So I got 4 years.
1 to 8.
1 to 8. I got 4 years of Portuguese in 2 semesters. In 8 months, I got 4 years of Portuguese. And it's been 25 years, and I haven't.
A moment.
Yeah.
A moment. You skip it?
Because of the accelerated Portuguese, I basically did 7 semesters of Portuguese in 1 semester. And then
semester in 1 semester. Yeah, you skip it. You jump from. Oh, okay, I got it.
And then I did 1 through 7, and then I did 8, and then I did 8. I did 1 through 7 in 3 months, 3.5 months.
And you went what? Can you say it again, please?
Yeah, I did 1 through 7 in 1 semester, so 3.5 months. I did 1 through 7, and then I continued to 8.
That's awesome. From what you say, it sounds like you could learn a language very easy.
I was a good student. I did a lot of work. I enjoyed it a lot. So it wasn't work. I was having fun, but it was a really good professor. I was working hard. I'm a pretty good student. Yeah, so it all went together. But the amazing thing is, then I really I didn't Portuguese. I never thought I was very good, right? And I had trouble, so I left that alone. Spanish, I've listened to Spanish, right? I've set my computer to Spanish sometimes. I've got Spanish songs. I read The Lord of the Rings, 1 or 2 of those books. I read those in Spanish. But 25 years, I didn't do much. I pretty much ignored my Spanish and my Portuguese. 2 years ago, we went to Spain. The first day, I'm ordering breakfast in Spanish, and I was having trouble talking. And, after 10 days, I'm walking around on the streets, recording videos and doing Facebook Live in Spanish. And we come back to Malaysia, and I just didn't do it anymore. And I forgot again, pretty much. But the thing was, it was about a year and a half ago, I was telling myself, I want to do this again. I want to speak Spanish again. I want to speak Portuguese. I want to learn another language. So basically, back in like November, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this now. I'm going to start doing my language again. So I just over Christmas time, I just started speaking Spanish again. And I don't know what it was, but one day I'm like, okay, I'm just going to speak Portuguese today. And I did. And I've been speaking both a lot ever since. I started doing videos. I did videos, recorded videos. I've done Facebook Live videos. I'm posting stuff on Facebook. I've got a YouTube channel in 3 languages, 3.5 languages. Well,
Yeah.
I can't call Bahasa a half a language.
Yeah.
I can order coffee, napadas, tana fishball, tana fish cake.
Oh, that's really awesome.
I mean, that's my story. So people ask, like Martin, we were on a call earlier, and Martin's like, so what's a good way to learn a language? And I'm like, well, don't do what I did. I mean, it was expensive to go learn at the university. It was good, but it took 1 year to learn Portuguese. It took 7 years for college. It took me 7 years to finish my Spanish. That takes too long. You can learn a language. You can learn a language in 2 years. Read more, watch more videos and read the subtitles, and just you get all that stuff in your brain, then your brain will just absorb it. The way children learn, children don't sit when they're 2 years old. They don't sit and read a book that teaches them how to speak Indonesian.
Yeah,
They
that's true. That's true.
they absorb it from the adults, and the kids around them. They absorb it. We can absorb it as well. We can do that. Sitting and reading a book written in Bahasa to tell you how to speak English isn't a natural way to learn a language. That's not the way a child learns a language. They just absorb it from the atmosphere, from listening. Do you guys have any children in the house? Have you watched any children learn a language?
Yeah, sorry.
Are there kids in your house? Have you seen any children learn?
No, you mean in my house?
In your house or next door? Yeah.
No, next door. No one.
Nieces, nephews, cousins?
No.
Oh, okay.
No one speak any no one try to what to say, to learn any language except in school. They just got
But people learn.
They just got it in school. That's all.
Yeah, but you speak Bahasa before you go to school. Kids go to school at 4 years old and they already speak Bahasa.
Oh, Mama, I was think that you mentioned about any other language but Bahasa.
No, just your mother tongue. You learned your mother tongue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You were already speaking Bahasa at 2 years old.
Yeah.
You might have sounded funny. Your words were wrong. You didn't have any future tense or past tense. You know, but you could say, pisang, not pisang.
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah.
not like
Pisang.
Yeah.
Who told you that?
Susu.
But
Susu.
yeah, I have I told you that I got a Holland friend, Dutch friend,
Mm.
and after traveling about 1.5 year,
Oh,
he really Bahasa
I missed part of
because
that. Say
yeah,
that again.
and no, oh,
Yeah, the connection's not real good.
my connection. Yeah, my friend after travel in Indonesia around 1 year and a half, he could really speak Bahasa
Yep.
because as I after he said that Bahasa quite easy, no grammar, no past tense, no present tense, kind of like that. Just say sekarang, saat ini, kemarin. That's all. It's easy.
I don't know. I've had trouble trying to learn here because it just seems that the way people speak to a foreigner, it was all just in very simple words. It was like in objects, apple, car, and I didn't hear any full sentences. I never learned almost or already, you know. Um, I most of those kind of things I learned by watching TV. I was watching CSI, and I would be careful to watch
Uh-huh.
the Bahasa subtitles. That's how I learned a lot of those words. The Masay and I just can't even think now. But yeah, I didn't learn that by listening to my family. I learned that by reading the subtitles on English American programs.
Yeah, because I think many Malaysian could speak English. That's why they got rojak language, right? Is that in Malaysia
Yeah,
or Singapore?
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But I don't know. I'm curious. I'd be curious to observe how you guys talk to foreigners that visit. I might have to come and stay for a month sometime and just kind of sit at the coffee shop and observe listen in on people's conversations and just observe how it works. Because I don't think Malaysians spoke Malay with me. I think they spoke like 3-year-old Apple car kind of stuff with me. And that's okay for a month, but after a while, get a little more complex. But I'm not I didn't really want to learn the language either, so it might be all my fault. I'm not sure. It might be all my fault. I don't like Bahasa a lot. I don't.
Yeah.
I should have learned Chinese though, and I haven't done that either. I've been here plenty long enough. I could have learned Mandarin and Cantonese. Um, and after that, I might have decided to go learn an Indian language or something, or maybe I might have learned Hakka. I don't know. I there's no I've got no reason. There's no reason why I do not speak Mandarin and Cantonese right now. I should. I've been here plenty long enough. I just didn't learn it.
Why don't you try to learn French? Because as many people told me that it's the most beautiful language in the world.
I need to
Why
look
don't
up
you
those
get
numbers. I will learn French. I will learn French because I know Spanish and Portuguese. French is in the same family. It should be relatively easy for me. Italian as well. I know they say that very few people pronounce Italian very well, um, and I don't hear people complaining about French. So I will learn French before Italian. Um, I think I'm going to learn. I think I'm going to learn French and Russian later this year.
well Russian? Well, I watch too many American movies.
You're frozen like this. That's a good look. This is a good photo. I got your photo. No, you're still frozen. We seem to be having internet issues, and I'm thinking it seems like it might be getting worse. So it might not be the internet. It might actually be the fact that we're connecting through Google servers. So it might be a problem. It might be the whole Google Hangout, the infrastructure of this thing. So I think I'm going to stop this at this point. Um, Eve, you're going to hate me. You're just frozen there with your hands in your hair. um, but this was good. I've learned some stuff I didn't know. I've learned some geography, and it's been interesting. So anyway, I had no idea, Eve, that you worked at a single company for 7 years now. Um, yeah, let's see what we can do to help and improve your English so you can like leapfrog into a better position the next time you do things. Okay, her photo changed. Does that mean she's disconnected and might connect again? D, I'll give you a couple minutes to try to come back here. So, um, I think this kind of conversation is really valuable. Um, I forget. I think she said she. I don't know. I'd have to ask. I don't know how many people she has the opportunity to talk to that speak English well or are native English speakers. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just going to cut this off. I like doing this stuff. I like to find out about people, um, and it's. I know as I'm practicing Portuguese now, it's amazing how such when people speak Portuguese, Brazilians speak Portuguese, they can say 5 words and I'm lost just because I'm not used to um, one, the pronunciation, the way they pronounce things really. Um, Two, they do take a lot of shortcuts. So, Americans, we say gonna instead of going to. Brazilians do the same thing. In fact, they might do it more than Americans do. And the third thing is that there actually are quite a number of slang words and just things I haven't learned, expressions. Um, there's times when you combine 2 or 3 words in the right order and it means something really strange, right? There's a whole bunch of that in English. Um, uh, Switch on. Well, switch is a thing on the wall, but switch on actually means turn the light on, right? And even turn the light on is kind of an expression. If you take the single words, it doesn't exactly mean what we're saying. What's another good example? Um, did you catch that? It doesn't mean you got the baseball in your baseball glove, right? It means, did you get that in your mind? Did you understand? When that person was talking, did you catch what they were saying? That's an expression that if you try to look those words up by themselves, it doesn't mean anything. You've got to know that that's an expression. And then you can go ask somebody like Google, hey, Google, what does this expression mean? And that's what I'm running into partly with Portuguese. But like people can say, hey, good morning, how are you doing? And I will have trouble understanding that right now. And it's just I haven't been listening. I haven't had that input. And I need to go find a bunch of videos, hopefully with subtitles in Portuguese, and just listen. My hearing hasn't been developed. My ability to process spoken Portuguese I need to practice. I need to train my ears. So, Eve, I'm going to hang up. I tried to wait for you. Okay, you just disappeared completely. Take care, everybody. Actually, maybe she was writing over here. I did hear some messages coming in. Got Martin writing to me. Who else is writing? Okay, so I don't see anything. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, take care, everybody. This was a good call. I want to do a lot more calls like this. It's really good for my channel for people to see, and I think it's interesting to talk to people in different countries. They talk differently. The way they're taught in school is a bit different. You know, the people that are taught in Malaysia, obviously, most of the teachers are Malaysian, but they'll teach people English. And I always wonder how good is the English of the teacher. That doesn't really matter if you got a good student, right? Because a good student will learn quickly. They'll learn from the teacher, and a good student will actually get better than their teacher. A good student will actually be able to correct the teacher. I've done it. I can tell you, it happens. So it's definitely better. It's definitely possible to learn English better than your teachers. You can do that. You can do that. But very few people do it, right? And that's the unfortunate thing. Especially before you get to college, most people aren't motivated enough. And I think that's the really sad thing is school is organized, I think, so that it's easy to give people grades. So it's organized to teach you grammar because it's easy to put a test together that teaches your grammar, right? But if we're going to, there's other kinds of teaching where you just let people play like a child would do it. You let them make a bunch of mistakes. You let them learn just from the process of trying to communicate. They learn by the fact that you didn't understand them, that, oh, maybe I didn't say that right. And you let them learn by listening, and they pick up, and then they come back and they say the same thing again, but a little bit different. Their brain says, try this instead. And then you do understand them, kind of. And their brain goes, oh, I'm excited. I'm going to do that again because it worked. That's the natural way to learn. That's how children learn. We sit in school and we learn in a very unnatural way. We're sitting at a desk with a book, maybe with some audios, but a lot of times just with a book. And, the teacher's talking and we're listening, okay? We don't get a chance to talk very much. It's just not the most natural thing. If you were a child, you'd hear 3 to 5 adults regularly around you, right? And you get to a point where you're like, I want to talk with those people. And one day you say mama, and your mother and your father both get really excited, and you feel good, and you do it again. And then you learn to say papa, and you learn to say water, and then you start learning new words faster and faster. Because every time you say something, people are like really excited, and you get this awesome feeling because you did something that the people you like so much, you see that they're happy, right? And you enjoy, that's fun. You do it again. So anyway, that's enough of me talking for today. Glad you guys were here. If you would like to come be a guest on my TV show here with me, just message me. Message me on Facebook or get me on WhatsApp, and or you can comment or contact me through YouTube, whatever works for you. I'm not sure if I know how to notice if you send me a message on YouTube, so it might be better to message me on Facebook or send me an email, actually. But then again, I've also got like 10 email addresses, and there's only a couple I really answer. So Facebook's probably the safest, although I'm not checking that as often lately. I guess I might actually have to start putting my WhatsApp phone number in my YouTube comments. No, I am going to send you to Facebook. I will have a way for you to go over to Facebook, and you'll get on my page, and you'll be able to click a couple buttons. You'll get notified when I'm going live again, whether I'm going live on Facebook or if I'm going live on YouTube. I'll notify you on Facebook. Yeah, I'll do that on Facebook. I'll do that on Facebook. So if you haven't come and added me as a friend yet, come and add me as a friend. I'm Tim Yunk, TimJunck, and I've actually got I've got me, the person, and I've got me, the business person. So I've got a business page, and I've got my my Facebook profile. They both are called Tim Yunk. You probably know this, but Tim, the person, there's a add friend button. Tim, the business page, there's a like button. Okay. On the business page, you can also, I'm not sure how you do it, but you can sign up both. You can like the page. You can sign up for the Facebook live videos. And what else can you do? But if you get onto my Facebook pages, I do have 3 or 4 of them. There's tabs, right? There's different topics. I'll have like an info tab, get more info, start here. I'll have a few different things like that that you can go click on. Go ahead and do that stuff. Some of them are going to be like, these YouTube lives and Facebook lives. Some of them will be simply just information gathering for me, which says, I can help you with language. I can help with English. I can help with Portuguese. I can help with Spanish. I can actually help you learn Polish just because I have learned a couple extra languages. And now I'm studying now how to study languages, right? So anyway, get on my Facebook pages, but make sure you get over and you find the one that says add friend. Add me as a friend, okay? And then send me a message. So I've got a friend request and I've got a message, and they go together. And you say, hey, I saw your video. You told me to come add you as a friend. Here I am. You told me to send you a message. Here's a message. Please accept me as a friend. Okay? Take care. Signing off from Malaysia. Tim Yunk. Talk to you guys later. Ciao.